Moskill. I think Moskill's a fantastic horse. He's going to be one to shoot at. I think he's a really classy sprinter. I think he'll have a huge chance in if he ever got good enough to run in a Nunthorpe, for example. That's the perfect kind of race for him. But I'm going to play Major Jumbo and Judicial, who both have course form. They're drawn 1 and 6, so they're further out into the middle of the track, which was a bonus in that first race. Julie Camacho has just had a winner with her first runner off the back of a break. Judicial's got past form in this race, as has Major Jumbo, and they're just more used to this kind of race. So I think they're overpriced again. Hopefully, they will be in the right place at the right time.
And good news for you, Ross. Major Jumbo is a grey number 5.
I'm coming round to the system.
I like it.
Subconsciously, we're all filtering into it.
I'm just saying, like, if it works. Kate, over to you. Are you a believer?
Yeah, I am actually. Yes. Because unfortunately, when I was looking at this race last night, Judicial was at the head of the market, Major Jumbo was second, and about Shades of Blue was only about sort of fourth or fifth in the betting at this point. And so I thought, yes, I've got a bit of value here. But the fact she's come in so much is a little bit annoying. But yeah, she's trained by the master of sprinters and Clive Cox, and she improved throughout her 3-year-old campaign last year, which ended up in her having a tilt at the Abbey. So the soft ground went against her that day, so I was willing to draw a line through it. But previous to that, she was only beaten a short head by the Abbey winner Glass Slippers at Longchamp, and she only lost a race in the shadow of the post that day, looking like the likely winner. So she is going to be, for me, in this one, but I really do like Major Jumbo and Judicial as well. Major Jumbo just marginally being my fancied one out of those two, but Shades of Blue for me.
Shades of Blue, 130. Major Jumbo at 11-2. Last one just going forward over at Newmarket. That will be far above. He's no longer favourite. 7-2, far above. Shades of Blue also just sliding into the stalls at 130. Let's go and take in the call at Newmarket for the Palace House.
This market is now in play.
It's in yellow colours, heads over towards the running well, but the yellow jacket of far above is Moskill is close up, Judicial, and one of the greys, Major Jumbo, and orange jacket out deep on the course is close to the leaders as well. Dark shot in white is just in behind him, then Well Done Fox, who's far from the rail in royal blue and white colours. With him is Queen's Gift. She's in company with Shades of Blue. Arecibo is just in behind the cruising Lord Harim Queen. Here's the back marker already, 2 furlongs to go, far above. Very pacey against this running rail, leads to Ornate, also in yellow in second place. Major Jumbo and Judicial in third and fourth places, and in behind those comes Moskill, but it is far above. Continues to be in front with PJ McDonald. Judicial, white and black is the challenger in closing as they race towards the line. Far above though, in front and
before 3 more good runs, and he almost landed a touch when he was just an eye close home at York's Ebor Festival. And he signed off with an even better close-up 5th in a hot race at Newmarket, for which the handicapper left him unchanged on 98. And he was supposed to go for the Lincoln, so he's been ready to go for a while now, and did have a number of options to run this week over various trips. But the decision to go to Newcastle over 7 furlongs, I think, looks the right one based on his end-of-season efforts over a mile. And his action and style of racing, keen going, likes to make the running, strongly suggests that this will hopefully play to his strengths. And his sire, whose first crop of 3-year-olds ran last season, has so far produced 2 winners from 11 starters on Tapisa, and is 1 from 5 at Newcastle specifically. So, yeah, I think he's a really nice horse, and yeah, and what we've seen to date, he looks like he's probably a bit more value there than the favourite.
Well, Daric is at 2-1, 130 for Vitrolite. It's 7-1 Red Bond, 8-1 King of Tonga, 9's Aljari, 16's and bigger the rest. Ross, your thoughts, please.
I think this is a nightmare. That's my thoughts. In a good way, I think it's an absolute cracking race. The main thing that stands out for me is Vitrolite likes to make the run-in, Red Bond likes to make the run-in. Who else is up there from me? Calder Prince likes to make the run-in. Salatine always makes the run in. So you've got a really strong gallop potentially. I think Vitrolite's a really interesting runner. He's bred to relish an all-weather surface. Muhajim has an insane all-weather strike rate, not from a huge sample size, but from big enough to think, okay, this is worth keeping an eye on. I think it's a 28% strike rate or something. 5 runners here at Newcastle, 1 winner in a big price place. So I think he'll be suited by the track. I'm worried whether he'll get taken on for the lead by a few others, so that's my slight concern. I don't really want to take Derek on. He looks a really nice horse as well, and I still think he's off a nice mark after that run here over a mile. I will take a small chance at a big price of Ventura Ocean hitting the frame. This horse had some really nice form last year in good 7 furlong handicaps, and he's another one who is bred to appreciate the all-weather. He's run here once, and he was beaten by little legs from Brian Ellison's in a 5 furlong race that worked out quite well. So he's proven at the track. Like I said, I thought it was a really, really tough race. I think it's a cracking contest, but the one who looked overpriced to me was Ventura Ocean.
Ventura Ocean 25 to 1 is the last one. Just
This market is now in
over
play.
at Newcastle. Let's go and take the call.
They jump away for the Heed Your Hunch at Betway Handicap. And away fast on the far side, Calder Prince. Also Salatine, the green sleeves and cap, is going to lie up handily early, with Queso, the red cap, just up in behind them. Away to the very far right is Al Jari, who's being chased through by Lord Oberon and Vitralite. More towards the near side, the white cap of Red Bond is not too far off the speed. That one being tracked through at this point by the favourite Darek, who's in the blue and white colours. Then over towards the near side is King of Tonga. Well back in an orange cap is Ventura Ocean. Roussean also has plenty more in front than behind as they make the journey down the middle of the racecourse and on towards halfway. Gloves Lynch is right at the back of the field in a red coloured jacket, but it is Salatine who holds sway by around about 3/4 of a length over Queso, and then the grey Calder Prince, with more towards this side Red Bond. Vitralite is just up in behind them. Aljari is over to the far side with Lord Oberon. Darek is away to the near side now, beginning to make up some ground as they head down inside the final 1/4 of a mile, and coming through now Red Bond, but hard driven towards the near side of Queso. Vitralite in the black. Darek is now shaken up in the blue jacket near side. A furlong left to travel, and now the two leaders race quite wide apart. This side Darek is quickening up to join Vitralite. Vitralite down the centre of the track is now claimed by
mare, in the race, and the one who again is going to give her a lot to think about is Magic Lily, who comes here. I think it's
Ross, are you rearranging your kitchen?
What do you mean? What was happening? What?
I could hear plate being thrown.
I was just moving an empty bowl of noodles out of the way before I put my elbow in it. Is that? I didn't realise it was that loud.
One of the hazards of working from home.
I'll tell you, I'm gonna mute the mic. Carry on. You carry on.
Yeah, it would be Magic Lily. No, yeah, she comes here on the back of a very successful winter in Meydan, where she won twice in a couple of Group 2s over 1 mile and 1 mile 1 turf, the better distance looking the latter for her over 1 mile 1. She then rounded off her campaign with a second in a Group 1, finishing 1 3/4 of a length behind Barney Roy and Spotify, the same distance back in third, who has intertwining form with Gayeth out in Meydan as well. So obviously that's going to have been boosted by his outstanding performance yesterday. And yeah, Magic Lily, her last run came on the 7th of March, so she could well have the fitness advantage over the field here, which will likely come into play, you would have thought, over 1 mile 2. And yeah, it'll be very interesting to see who comes out on top here, and I'd be surprised if it isn't between the two Godolphin fillies here.
Well, the last couple, I think, are... Oh, no, that's a terrible shout from me. There's still 5 to go forward. I think the first one was... I'm going to argue the corner of Queen Power here, because I like Queen Power as an individual. Was, yes, beaten at Windsor in the Winter Hill back end of last year, but I'm not sure that race really suited. Ran, I thought, perfectly well in the Ribblesdale when likely not getting home over 1.5 miles, and then before that looked a very progressive individual. And you look through Sir Michael Stout's record in this race as well. Yes, he's not won it for a while. He last won it with Dank in 2013, but he used to send some very good fillies to this. Heaven Sent won it twice, Echelon won it as well back in 2007, and Strawberry Daiquiri in 2010. So he wouldn't be adverse to sending one of his better fillies to this sort of contest. And it wouldn't surprise me were Queen Power to cause somewhat of an upset anyway at 4 to 1. It is third in the market, especially back at this trip. But all bases covered here on William Hill Racing Radio, as the last couple are now just going forward. 1 mile and 2 furlongs the trip for the Dahlia, as we are just
This market is now in
set.
play.
Let's go and take in the call at HQ.
A race, straight line, mile and 2 furlongs here with Bubble and Squeak in the royal blue and yellow colours, the first to get out and lead, although Magic Lily, first Godolphin colours against the running rail, is close to her. Then comes Ardiente, it's a black and yellow hoop jacket, and a white cap then for Terrabellum. Races perhaps a little keen alongside her. They're a third and fourth together. They'll be about 2.5 lengths off the leader. Then the black sleeves to the running rail is Sweet Promise, a royal blue and white set of colours for Queen Power is behind her, and yellow jacket and white cap of Eva Maria is at the rear of the field as they head then down past the 7 marker. And it's Bubble and Squeak and Jason Watson who lead. Got a lead of a little over 1 length. William Buick on Magic Lily has moved to the other side of her now, 1 off the running rail. Ardiente and Ryan Moore, black and yellow hoop jacket, is on the rail, showing in 3rd position. Terrabellum, Frankie Dettoria, white cap, is about a half length further back, showing in 4th as they move past halfway. Sweet Promise and Tom Marquand is next, just ahead of Sylvester de Souza on Queen Power. Yellow jacket, white cap for Callum Shepherd on Eva Maria is at the rear of the field as they approach the 4 pole. Pass it now, and it's still Bubble and Squeak leading. A little bit of a reduced lead though. Magic Lily is closing down on her. RDMT and Terrabellum the next pair, a length off those. In 5th position, Sweet Promise, she's just ahead of Queen Power. They're quickening away from Eva Maria. Magic Lily comes through at the bushes to take it up. Terrabellum though comes alongside very quickly. Queen Power is motoring down the centre of the course behind those in 3rd. They're followed by Bubble and Squeak as they head down into the dip. Terrabellum, the white cap in the centre. On the left is Queen Power. On the right is Magic Lily. They head up the hill. Terrabellum in front. Queen Power trying to get to her. Magic Lily